I was on my phone one night, watching YouTube videos waiting for my Uber to arrive, when I see this man in a tuxedo across on me watching me with big wide eyes. The hair in the back of my neck stood up because this man was watching me for the past 2 hours. When he see that I was panicking, he immediately gave a big grin and a wave. And that's when I know things is about to take a dark turn. So I said in my mind, my house was just a few blocks, so I didn't need to take a Uber really. So I immediately started walking, and when the man noticed me, immediately started walking, and the man immediately started walking too, and I started picking up speed. I was literally running for my life, and when I reached home, I immediately slammed the door. I didn't know that man, and I didn't know about his whereabouts, but I know his intention wasn't good. My name is Charlie, and recently this new neighbor moved in. His name was Mr. Whiskers. When he moved into a little town, everyone treated him nice, but I think there was something suspiciously wrong about Mr. Whiskers. Like in the 12 o'clock at night, Mr. Whiskers would come out with a big black bag. I was suspiciously curious about that, and he went into his garage with the bag. The next day, I tell my parents about what I saw, and my parents said, "Honey, it's nothing. It could be the trash Mr. Whiskers was emptying." But I know it wasn't a trash because he was struggling with the bag. He hauled the bag on the floor. So I know no one is about to believe me, so I have to call a couple of friends to come investigate with me. When I tell my friend the stories, they said it was kind of suspicious as well. So on that day, when I know Mr. Whiskers is about to empty his trash or whatever it was in the bag, I tell my mom that I want my friends to stay over, and she agreed. And man, we got the shock of our life. When Mr. Whiskers finished emptying the trash and go inside, we follow him. Inside his house, we hid under a table that he couldn't see us, and in the house, a bad odor was choking our lungs. Bad odor was spreading throughout the whole house, like directly to the basement. Mr. Whiskers gone to sleep, so we tiptoed to the basement and opened it, and we got the shock of our life. I almost vomit up everything I eat in the morning. There were all type of bodies of children decapitated in Mr. Whiskers' basement. We tiptoed down in the basement to take a better look until someone said from behind, "I got you now, you kid." It was Mr. Whiskers. The ear in the back of her neck stood up until someone hit Mr. Whiskers from behind. It was my dad and my mom. My mom and my dad immediately called the cops and tell them about the story. And when the cops put Mr. Whiskers in handcuffs, the cops have his own story to tell. He said Mr. Whiskers come from the east side of town. In that east side of town, kids were missing rapidly. But one night, a homeless man was coming from an homeless shelter to get home and see Mr. Whiskers kidnapping 2 girls. And that's where it all started. Mr. Whiskers kidnapped too many kids in that town until they started bursting down doors, until Mr. Whiskers moved out of that town and come to our town to continue his journey on kidnapping kids. And now the cops finally caught him, and I hope he stays behind bars for the rest of his natural life.